Hi, I'm Sonya White Jaguar, and welcome to this edition of White Jaguar Wednesdays, my semi-monthly series where I discuss spiritual subjects inspired by your questions. So I recently received a question asking for more detailed information about the soul. So here is the question. People refer to old souls. Are some souls older than others? Where do souls come from? How are they made? Can a soul be destroyed? Is it infinite or does it have a lifespan? So this is a great question, but obviously I don't have the knowledge. So I asked Alan, and he was happy to oblige. We sat down earlier this week, and while he spoke, I wrote down his response so that I could share it with you now. So here's what he said. He said, I'm happy to answer this question for you. While I am not omniscient and don't know all there is to know, I can tell you what I do know. First of all, the question is linear and implies that souls operate along a fixed timeline with a beginning, middle, and end, like a human lifetime. Souls are not created the same way that human offspring are created. While souls experience their own sense of what you call time, it's not the same. Time, in human terms, is a function of the physical world, and soul creation cannot be described in this way. To understand the soul, you have to understand consciousness, because they really are one and the same thing. The soul is an expression of consciousness. Consciousness is. It cannot be created or destroyed. As such, neither can the soul. The soul is an expression of consciousness that can change form. Souls do not appear and disappear at random. They are created in many ways, and there is intention in their manifestation. Some are formed in much higher dimensions, and it's very difficult to explain how this is done using human language because it's not human and it's not like human procreation, as I said. Some souls are created by other souls using advanced mathematics. There are souls working on projects of manifestation, and the creation of souls is one of their projects. Souls are infinite in the sense that their potential for expansion and evolution is infinite. Consciousness itself is infinite. Souls are created out of a will to express consciousness in a form that has individual perspective and desires. The creation of a soul is an attempt to evolve consciousness. Consciousness evolves with the soul. When the soul has evolved beyond the point where it recognizes its own individuality and personal desire, it has evolved into another form of consciousness. It is not destroyed as you would understand the concept of destruction. Its properties as a soul would simply no longer be recognizable as such. You would say that the soul no longer exists, but that's linear, and you must understand that the soul is not linear. The term old souls is a misnomer because it implies linear aging. This term is recursive and meaningless. While saying that souls evolve or advance is accurate, I actually prefer the word expand. I see souls expanding themselves, their awareness, in ways that are difficult to put into human words that you would understand. How do you quantify a soul's expansion? I cannot put this into words because it's qualitative, not quantitative. So I asked him a question at this point. I said, so for example, say one soul has incarnated in 1,000 lifetimes, while another soul has incarnated in only 500 lifetimes. The one with more lifetimes isn't necessarily more evolved. And he said, that's correct. A soul could evolve or expand in innumerable ways in just one lifetime. Hundreds or thousands of lifetimes are not required. Expansion can also occur in other dimensions where souls don't incarnate. So then I asked him, is it accurate to say that everything a soul does helps it to evolve? And he said, for the most part, yes. Incarnating in human form is especially helpful, but not required. Souls may take many forms and work on many different projects. Most of the work a soul does is for the purpose of expansion and unfoldment. So that's what Alan had to say about the subject. I know it's a big subject, and we just kind of scratched the surface here. So if you have additional questions, please comment below or email me at sonya@sonyawhitejaguar.com. You know, Alan and I have lots more to share Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and you can also subscribe to my newsletter on my website, SONYA'S.com, and you'll receive updates about our work and, of course, my upcoming books. So that's all for now. See you next time.